So let's get started with Habakkuk chapter 1. The oracle that Habakkuk the prophet received. Habakkuk's complaint. How long, O Lord, must I call for help, but you do not listen, or cry out to you violence, but you do not save? Why do you make me look at injustice? Why do you tolerate wrong? Destruction and violence are before me. Their strife and conflict abounds. Therefore the law is paralyzed, and justice never prevails. The wicked hymn in the righteous, so that justice is perverted. So listen to what Habakkuk is saying. He is giving a thought of a feeling, a thought of what he's seeing, and he's asking the Lord what's going on and why. Listen to what he says. How long, O Lord, must I call for help, but you do not listen, or cry out to you violence, but you do not save? He is seeing things that are happening. So this is Habakkuk. This is a prophet. Some believe was during the of course time of the prophets in the Promised Land. Some believe that this prophet was well before that. But he is seeing things. He's noticing things within the community, within the nation, that is not going well, within the world. Things of hate, of malice, of wickedness, of suffering. And he doesn't understand why even these things are permitted and how long. Sometimes, like when Israel was in the Promised Land, they would get conquered by the Philistines, or an area would get conquered by another area nation around them because, of course, their own wickedness. But they would be having to pay homage or do something for a little bit of time. It may have been a couple of years. Go all the way back even to the times of the Judges, where the people were every now and then they would stop following the Lord. And things would happen. They would get conquered by other nations around them. And then for a time that they would have to have consequences. And it could be a couple of weeks, could be a couple of months, it could be years. And then the people would rise up and they would seek the Lord. Full spirit, full whole heart, mind, body, everything would be attuned to seeking the Lord and his help. And yes, the Lord will help. But this is those times where we don't understand because of time. Because when we're going through it, it feels like it is forever. It can be horrible. It can be devastation, things that can happen. Whatever they may be, can be horrible things. And so this is what Habakkuk, he's asking, Lord, I pray, but I'm not seeing a result. I'm seeking, but I'm seeing these things. I'm not doing them. I believe some of the people are not doing them in the nation, but yet these things are happening. When these things are happening, why is it that we even have to suffer? That's a question. So bringing past to present, things in life, why do we have to go through suffering? So there's many things here. It can lead to building a stronger relationship with the Lord, because as we've seen Israel time and time again, how they would turn away from the Lord, they would have to suffer consequences, whether it was built on their own, from their own wickedness, or discipline from a loving Father, from our loving, living Lord, to help strengthen us in our walk, in our relationships, for us to learn to love for eternity, to understand what it is, to understand the work that was put into it. We'll understand more definitely when we get to the New Testament and understand more of what Jesus, all he did for us. So there's a lot here. There's a lot here. And bringing past to present, like I said, we too have those questions. Why do we have to go through that? Sometimes it's because it's part of our walk. It's a chance for us to grow. It's a chance for us to gain experience that we can help others, help prevent actions, help prevent results. Sometimes it's not of our own doing. It's because of something that just is going to happen. And it could be a test. Who do we seek? Who is our refuge? Who is our guide? Who is the good shepherd? And we know that it's our living Lord and Savior. Before we go on, though, what kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind when we read over this? How does it make you feel and what does it make you think?